Hi everyone, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I made this chicken and shrimp Alfredo for my family of 7. It's a very easy meal and they like it a lot, so that's always a plus. So what you see me doing here is just putting the foil on the pan. I always try to use foil when I'm baking something because it just makes it easier to clean, and because I do have a lot of kids, I do like to make it as effortless as possible when it comes to cleaning up, because I'm already gonna have like 1,000 dishes to wash just from everyone eating. So what you see me doing here is just putting the foil on the pan, and I'm gonna then go ahead and butter the foil. What that does is makes it so that the chicken doesn't stick to the foil as it's baking. Now my YouTube light kept spinning for some reason. I guess it wasn't tight enough, so it's gonna do that like once or twice more throughout the video, so just bear with me. So as I said, right now I'm just putting the butter on the foil, and then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get the skinless, boneless chicken breast that I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna just go ahead and place those on the foil. Now I do wash my meat. I've been seeing a lot of videos where people say they don't wash their meat. I don't know what that's about, but I personally wash my meat before I cook with it. So to each his own. So as I stated, right now I'm just gonna go ahead and put the chicken cutlets on the foil. And then for my seasonings, I just use real basic seasonings because the Alfredo itself already has a lot of flavor. So it's to give the chicken and the shrimp some flavor without overpowering the Alfredo. So I use adobo, I use Lawry's seasoning salt, and then black pepper. That was it. The space that you see on the side where I left no foil, I left that spot on purpose so that I can put the shrimp there once I'm ready for the shrimp to go in. I usually put the chicken in about 15 to 20 minutes before the shrimp because obviously chicken takes longer to cook. So what you see me doing is just seasoning the chicken, and then I put the oven on 350, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the chicken in the oven. And then once the chicken is in the oven, you'll see me get the second piece of foil for the shrimp. Now I do use, for this video I use great value shrimp, which you can get from Walmart. I think I got the chicken breast from Walmart too, but don't quote me on that. And then like I said, the same thing with the chicken. You'll see me pull the foil out. I'm basically shaping it right there because I already know how much space I have on the pan for the shrimp. So I'm gonna go ahead and put, now for the base of the shrimp I use olive oil. Usually I use butter. I'm not sure why I decided to use olive oil this time, but I guess I wanted to try something different. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the shrimp on there, and then I'm gonna just season it. Black pepper, adobo, and Lawry's. And then once I'm done seasoning it, I'm gonna go ahead and double the foil just to prevent it from dripping, because I think it ripped a little bit while I was trying to put it into the pan. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take another piece and put it on top of the shrimp. Now I also use Sazone. I only used a half a pack. The Sazone does give it a little bit of flavor, I guess, but it was more so just for the color. You'll see at the end it does give it like an orange color, which I like. The kids like it too, with the broccoli with the green, then the orange shrimp, and it just looks pretty. So, and it don't taste bad either. And then I'll go ahead and put some butter on top of the shrimp, just again to give it more flavor. And then you'll see me put the foil on top to try to lock everything in. And then I'll go ahead and throw it in the oven with the chicken after it's already been in there for like 15-20 minutes. So that's just the second layer that I told you I put under the shrimp, because I think I ripped it. So that's just to prevent any of the juices from getting on the pan as it cooks. And then I'll put one on top just to lock in all the flavor. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven with the chicken. And I'm going to show you a quick snap of what it looks like while it's all in the oven. So this is the homemade Alfredo sauce that I make. I'll do a separate video showing you guys how I make that, because I had made it the day before and put it in the refrigerator, just because, like I said, I do have 5 kids, so I try to limit how much time it takes me to cook dinner. And I also didn't record when I put on the pot of water. I'm sure we all know how to boil pasta, but if you guys want me to do a separate video on how I boil the pasta, I can do that too. Just let me know in the comments. So yeah, and what I also do is I put on the pasta once the water boils, and then after that cooks for about 10 minutes, I put my broccoli florets right into the same water with the pasta. For me, it's just because honestly, it's just the easier cleanup, and it just makes it less pots I have to use, opposed to if I cooked the broccoli and pasta separately. Like I said, I am a mother of 5, 3 under 3. So anything I can do as far as a shortcut, I take full advantage of it, because dinner time can get real hectic, especially when, you know, everyone's hungry and fussy. And yeah, so we have to cut the time down as much as possible. So I drained the pasta and the broccoli. I didn't record that part, but I drained it into the strainer, and then I put it back in the pot. And then the chicken and shrimp just happened to be done at the same exact time, which was like perfecto. So what you're going to see me do is just take out the chicken and shrimp, turn up the oven to 425, and then put the bread in. I then put the broccoli and pasta back over the fire. So once I pour in like I said, I made the Alfredo the day before, so it was in the refrigerator overnight, which means it was cold. So I had to go ahead and put it back over the fire so that I can warm it up with the broccoli and the pasta. And basically what I'll do is I'll just keep stirring it until it starts to boil. Once it starts to boil, then obviously it's hot enough. And then you'll see I'll put the chicken and shrimp into the pot with the pasta, broccoli, and Alfredo, and just mix it all together. I know some people like to put their chicken and shrimp on top of their pasta and not mix it in with the Alfredo sauce, but like I said, my family likes it this way, so that's the way I do it. You don't have to do it that way. If you are one of those people who like your chicken and shrimp not to be mixed in the pasta, then you can just go ahead and put it right in the bowl from the pot, and then put the chicken and shrimp on top. But like I said, my family, they like it the way I do it, so I just mix it all together, and then that's it. And if you see, the Alfredo is boiling, the sauce, so it's hot enough. And you'll see I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste test just to make sure it's where I want it to be. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the chicken and shrimp to the pot. And that's basically it. Once I add the chicken and shrimp to the pot and mix it all up, it's basically done at that point. Okay, so I went ahead and added the chicken to the pot with the pasta. Now what you see me doing is taking the tails off of the shrimp before I add it to the pot. I think I spoiled my family a little too much because they expect, I see a lot of people who make the shrimp Alfredo and leave the tail on, but they expect me to remove it. Actually, the one time I did leave it on, my son ate a few shrimp with the tail before he realized that I didn't remove them. So I just make it a habit to go ahead and take off the tail. Let me know in the comments if you are a person that removes the tail from the shrimp, if it doesn't already come tail off, or do you just serve it with the tail? Because I honestly think my family is just spoiled, but maybe that's how everybody do it. I'm just curious. So let me know in the comments. Okay, so I removed all the tails and I went ahead and added the shrimp to the broccoli Alfredo, and now I'm just mixing it all together. And then once I'm done mixing it, it's basically ready to serve at that point. And I served the Alfredo with the Texas garlic bread and a side salad. I'm one of those people who have to have salad with my pasta. I don't know if I'm the only one, but you can let me know in the comments if you don't feel like pasta is complete without a side salad. And that's basically it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will definitely keep you guys posted on the meals that I make for my family. They're usually fast, cheap, and easy. and goods.